If you're just arriving, we're over here at practice for the Freeski Breaker boys, the semifinals, as well as the Freeski youth men. Great conditions. Looks like they only have to worry about the wind a little bit. Shouldn't affect their runs, though. They still have some time for practice. And after that, we'll get the competition started. Oh, y'all must have forgot. It's a competition. We're about to get hyped today. It's going down. Freeski Breaker Boys. Shout out to the Slip Crew. Copper Mountain out here representing once again. As always, making sure we're under the right conditions for a great competition. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming in and cleaning up that pipe. USASA Nationals 2026. Freeski Breaker Boys. There we go. You right? We ready to get hype. It's going down, man. You know, I had to play the legend real quick. People did. Hey, we're on a crazy train here. We all made it. Woodward and Copper still throwing down for the summer camp. You know, they've got Woodward in, I think, 4 states. The one here in Colorado is here in Copper. You can practice your skateboarding, BMX, scooter, mountain bike, skiing, snowboarding, whatever you want to do. It's an adventure at the Woodward camp. So come check out the summer camp or check them out online at campwoodward.com. They're always representing, and so are the partners that are here with us for USASA Nationals 2026. Super Pipe Championships for Freeski Breaker Boys and Freeski Youth Men. Give it up for Sun and Ski Sports, Yorivo, Jobo, Cardo Systems, USPA, Zircle Optics, Grab Poles, K2 Skis, Line Skis, Armada Skis, and Board Butter. Columbia, the sportswear, official sportswear for USASA Nationals 2026. As it has been the title sponsor as well for the last 10 years. Shout out to Peter Roush and the whole crew over there keeping us together. Kelly Steinauer. Let's see what she comes with next year. We're going to bounce back and forth as we have a competition ready and locked and loaded. Up in the gates is going to be 1866 to start us off. Lots of adventures all throughout the night and the day here at Copper Mountain. Everything from super pipe to rail jam. We've got skier cross slope style. And then at night, we still have things going on. You can check out all the action that we're live streaming on YouTube with USASA Nationals. And then if you want us to share the moments, the photos, everything that you got going on, we'd love to do that. Just hashtag us the letter R, USASA, as well as at USASA Snow. You know, everything we do, you got to have a why. And on my off time, people say, Pump, what are you doing on your off time? Well, I work with St. Jude's. I'm on their committee, and I help them raise money for kids and families who've been diagnosed with cancer. And one of the biggest things we do is we ask, what's your why? And at USASA Nationals, we all believe the same values exist here. And it shows in the character. So this year, what's your why? Think about it. For us, it's all about the kids. Dropping in on course for a first run, bib number 1866, Logan Drake from the Mount Hood Series. Look at that, starting us off. The nerves, you know how it is. Going first, I mean, what would it be like to be up there first? You're just like, man, I got to make it right. Make it on my feet, make it out safe. One of the things a lot of people don't know from Mount Hood Series, representative right there, Logan Drake coming in. Their pipe is what, 4 times? You guys said 4 times the size and about 10 times. This is what, 10 times longer than the pipe out there at Mount Hood? So he's out here representing, holding it down, and doing what he could do to get us started at the USASA Nationals Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals for the Super Pipe. On course, Colin Bugelmans from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 1859. Look at the amplitude right there coming out above the coping about 4 to 5 feet. Oh, now we're in the rhythm section right here. Getting a nice rotation coming around with that 5. Oh, wait, change it up. Look at this. Nice 3 coming back, riding around switch, and now he's ready to get out. So, yeah, it's just really getting comfortable in there. Colin Bugelmans representing the North Tahoe Series and the Freeski Breaker boys as we get this competition underway. All right, we're going to head back up top. Bib number 1942 dropping in on course. Stephen Hennessy from the New Hampshire Series. Going for a nice safety grab there, going into the darkness and coming back into the light. Super pipe running really nice. Wind holding up as you see those Columbia flags swaying. You can understand what the wind is doing. We've got a tree line here that can block it, but it still breaks through. It's the wind. It gets through everything. Finishing off with a nice rotation there. And a safety grab before. Going to revert around to finish off his first run. Mr. Hennessy. The New Hampshire Series and the Mount Hood Series and the North Tahoe Series starting us off here for Freeski Breaker boys. We've got a slew of characters here to represent their series, over 30 series across the United States of America here. The United States of America Snowboard and Freeski Association 2026 on course. Asher Dunn, bib number 1857 from the South Tahoe Series. Look at the amplitude. They're going huge on that short wall. Sun not really beating up that wall, so a little bit faster over there, and you hear the slap as he comes down. But over here a little bit softer as the sun's beating that up throughout the day. Look at the crowd. Give it up for Asher riding away switch right there. Mr. Dunn from the South Tahoe Series. As the day goes on, the sun will beat up this course and these riders as well, and it will be in prime condition. As we drop in our next rider, bib number 1805, Owen Cirillo from the North Tahoe Series on course, or actually above the course. Lots of amplitude right there. Going for the grab. Both series and lots of amplitudes. Both series adding in a rotation. Nice 5 right there. Going to come back around, keeping up his speed through the middle of the course. So halfway done. And here we go with a nice flare. Going to come back out. Oh, had to slow up a little bit, but going to ride away with a nice 3 switch. And then, yeah, that's going to do it for him. Give it up for Owen Cirillo from the North Tahoe Series. Owen bringing us down to Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals number 5. Every series represented here. The North Tahoe Series getting in a second rider there, as they will. They are stacked throughout this Freeski Breaker Boys competition. The Breaker Boys 13 to 14 years of age, but you're going to have a lot of North Tahoe Series here represented. This is something that they want to walk away with pride. Number 1952 on course, Mason Scola from the Southern New England Series. Mason pumping his way through the transition, getting a nice safety grab right there. Going to come around with the amplitude going across, wanting to get the variation of grabs in for the judges there. So now he's just going to pump his way through. If he's right here, is trying to get some speed for the remainder of this run. He's got it done. There it is. Finishing off safely, Mason Scola, bib number 1952 from the Southern New England Series here at USASA Nationals 2026. This is a semifinal, and it started off really well with our first 6 riders. All right, we're looking at it. Holland Abraham on course. Bib number 1910 for the North Tahoe Series. Riding away switch there. Oh, chopping up the side of the pipe, slowing down a little bit, but looking for the amplitude. He wanted a safety grab coming apart right there in the midway section of this pipe. Super pipe, that is. 22 feet, but not afraid to throw that 5. Kind of corking it out as well. Riding away switch. Oh, revert. No, he's done. He's going to ride away switch, and that's going to do it for Holland Abraham. The Halfpipe competition signature event here, USASA Nationals Skier Week and Snowboarder Week. The Halfpipe itself, of course, designed for people to show off tricks. So the exhibition of tricks going off here, but it takes a lot of courage, and these kids got a lot of it. Oliver Coffey dropping in on course from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 2011 on course. Coffee getting out right there by the USASA photographers up there representing, trying to encapsulate everything, tweaking that mute nicely. Going to get a nice flare in right there afterwards. What the heck is going on? We don't know. Maybe he had his coffee this morning. Oh, he's going back. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is. They swoop around and go the other way. It may be a new thing. You know, I'm getting up there. Nice left 3. Going to ride a race switch. Oliver Coffey, man, really mixing up the coffee well. I don't know if it was Starbucks or what he's got going on over there, but he jumbled all that together nicely for a great run from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 2011. Looks like Ruben Goodall locked and loaded up there, ready to start off his run. First run, that is, for Freeski Breaker Boys. Semifinals here at Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain. Bib number 1977. What were you doing at 1977? And did you think that almost all these years later, one more year, 2027, and we'll be full circle on that thing. Core values, respect, safety, and passion is what we're representing here at USASA Nationals. The innovation of the sport as far as free skiing is known for pushing the limits of creativity and inventing new tricks and styles. So I don't believe the judges are deliberating because of the individualism of each rider per se, the tricks, but their comfort zone and what they're representing in their own style. Ruben Goodall on course from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1977. And skill level, everyone doesn't have a super pipe like this where they're from. The super pipe is over right there, done. And it's probably not even as high. So these guys get a few chances to come in here, and that wind really picking up. Copper Mountain is, so is the crowd for bib number 1977. Ruben Goodall from the Southern Vermont Series finishing his first run. You watch the burly wind in the four-season state of Colorado. 4 seasons in one day, that is, and sometimes in 1 hour. And so we're witnessing it here, the sun pushing away the clouds so it will light up the pipe. But at the same time, those clouds are being pushed away by a strong wind, and it does change directions. Looks like it's going up the pipe right now. So we'll see how Reed Couture handles it from the Main Mountain Series. Probably used to wind. Bib number 2018 ready to drop in on course for his first run with the Freeski Breaker Boys. Lookers left, dropping in on course, Reed Couture. Reed getting amplitude right there and steezing out the grab. Oh, there's a rotation. Looks like he got hung up a couple of times with the skis right there off of the wall. And taking away all of his speed, and then again, yeah, just those skis getting caught up. Hearing it from the crowd, Joe, really messing with him. I don't believe that was an issue during practice, but something going on there. Still full of smiles because it's all about fun. Number one thing here represented is they go out there to compete, laying it all on the floor. Xavier Lai dropping in on course. Bib number 19, 24 from the North Tahoe Series. Right there, Looker's right. Sending it deep. Doubling up right there with the Japan. You're going to come around with a rotation right at the midway point where they get comfortable, but pumping his way through for a nice 5. Oh, let's see, riding away switch and losing some of his hardware. Not a complete yard sale, but lost the ski. It's going to probably prevent him from finishing off, but not really. I've seen people do it before, but not today. Xavier has another run for the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals, so he's going to get it all together and go back up and try a second run as we wait for Lowen Schwartz from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 1804, ready to drop in on course. And I believe Lowen likes dropping in from Looker's right. As that wind gets to picking up right there, he's going to drop in on course, bib number 1804. Oh, look at that nice 5. Coming out a little alley-oop 5. Lowen beginning his flow. Oh, there it is again. Nice left 5 right there. Oh, he's got his rhythm down now. Look at that confidence as he finishes off that first run. Mr. Schwartz and the North Tahoe Series representing. All right, we're well on our way through, what is that, about half, you think? No way. Not even half. Well, about half. We're almost halfway through. As the judges deliberate, we got Logan, or Lucas. No? Everett. Is Everett up there? Mount Hood Series, locked and loaded, bib number 1819. Everett Sheehan. The Looker's right, ready to drop in on course. Let's hear it for the Mount Hood Series, represented here at Freeski Breaker Boys USASA Nationals 2026, landing deep. They seem to be falling from the sky on that first hit. Now taking it nice and mellow, but getting out of the coping. So definitely getting some altitude there. Here in the city of the 5280, more like 9,000. 11,000 feet right about now, so double the altitude once you leave DIA and head up these mountains. Get up here to Summit County, you get a little bit higher altitude. Some of these guys, I know they're tired because their pipe isn't this big, and some people have tow ropes where they're at, so a big experience here coming to Colorado for Nationals USASA Championship. Some of the challenges overcome not only here on the snow but in life. Life does not hold back, and a lot of these people here are representing that, getting through what life challenges brought, as well as the challenges of the sport itself. Hats off to the parents, the coaches, the volunteers, and the support staff of all these riders and competitors here at Nationals. Dropping in on course for his first run, bib number 1542, Ryan Barnes from the Rocky Mountain Series. Doing a little speed check right there at the top, but still going for the tail grab. I think maybe that was probably an accident. He probably needs that speed for these rotations or for this run he has set up. Nice 3 there. And there he goes. There's the speed he's looking for. A little bit more comfortable. Riding away switch. Hands in the air. Loving it. Look at that. The best best part of finishing off your run is finishing it off on your feet. All right, Lucas. Lucas is ready. Lucas Allenby on course. Number 1928 from the Southern Vermont Series. Oh, look at the amplitude there and getting the grab. Sideways steez right there. Look at that sideways steez. Already halfway through his run. Reaching through for the grab and then coming around in that 5, really claiming this run. Sliding down, but no issues. Going to make a couple of adjustments to that run and to his equipment. And we'll see Lucas again. Headed back up top, Stephen Knowles, the Southern Vermont Series rider on course. Bib number 1906. Getting lots of amplitude there during practice. I saw him come by me at least 10 times. So you look at here all the way. A little safety grab coming back. Lots of amplitude. Look at that. And already done. Nice tail grab. First one we've seen towards the bottom with all that amplitude there. Going to butter his way out. That's going to do it. For his first run, Stephen Knowles from the Southern Vermont Series. Southern Vermont Series able to squeeze in 2 riders to break up the monotony between Colorado. Rocky Mountain Series before that with Rye Barnes. And we have following up the Aspen Snowmass Series going to dump in a couple. So the Southern Vermont Series feeling it was a great place to get in where they fit in. That way this Colorado Series don't get too comfortable up there at the top. Locked and loaded and getting ready to drop in from the Aspen Snowmass Series, Daniel Quigley, number 1811, ready for his first run. The Aspen Snowmass Series fortunate enough yesterday to be the only ones to have a sweep from the Aspen Snowmass Series and the Superpipe. 4 sweeps throughout the last 2 weeks of USASA Nationals 2026. The Catskill Mountain Series being the first. What are the other 3? I gave you one. What are the other 3? In the quiz box, the comment box on the live stream. Dropping in on course from the Aspen Snowmass Series, Daniel Quigley, bib number 1811. On course, look at the amplitude. He gets the grab. He's ready. Quigley's not down under. He's above. He's got Martian blood. Getting out there and representing the Aspen Snowmass Series. Getting a lot of grabs in, and through the first half of his run, we're going to add in some rotations with a nice 5. And then calm it down and see what else he actually wants to do. How much of that was planned and how much of it just happened. Most of it probably just happened, but finishing off that first run well for the Aspen Snowmass Series, bib number 1811, Daniel Quigley. Are ready. Up top is ready. Let's drop in Gunner Caps. Gunner Caps from the Aspen Snowmass Series on course, bib number 1814. Gunner coming in from looker's right to looker's left. Right there with a nice left rotation. Coming back, doubling up. Nice right 5 to 5. Gonna come around with a nice 3. Mellowing that out, coming back around to a 5, riding away switch. Gonna revert around. Nice straight air. I guess he's just gonna kind of figure it out. I think he's putting his hand up because he finished on his feet, but also because of the flow, the rhythm. He's getting into that rhythm, and I think he's feeling it. Enough to make the judges deliberate. And good thing I have a cordless mic. Wind picking up enough to take my sheet, so I guess I got to come outside. There you are. To see who we got next. All right. On course, bib number 1782. Declan Sexton from the New Hampshire series going for the safety grab there. All right. Wind picking up enough to throw us off there, but Declan on course for the New Hampshire series. Doing a great job of holding this run together. Here's the rotation. Let's get that 3 going. And riding away switch. And in control. There it is, bib number 1782. Declan Sexton for the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. We've got a major competition going on here. The only ones that even compare or come close, you know about them, the X Games, the Olympics, and the others aren't around anymore. So the Halfpipe venue, that big U-shaped structure, 22 feet of aerial tricks, spins, grabs, and flips. Yeah, the standard starts right here. The USASA Nationals 2026 underway. Freeski week here. We got the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals cracking off here at the Super Pipe. The second week of action. MC Pump calling it as I see it, but I got a slew of celebrity judges in here backing me up. So shout out to them and the production crew. I've been checking out the YouTube. You guys go check it out. Super Pipe action on YouTube. They're doing a great job of really presenting and representing the sport, as well as some of these athletes themselves coming in hot. Archie O'Gorman from the Mount Hood series on course, bib number 1902. As we continue the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. There it is. Pulling himself out of the pipe right there. And getting a few straight airs in. Real good, real good, real good. There it is. And warming up for it, pumping his way through. Here it comes. Get ready. The 3. Oh! And looking for his footing, but might have been looking over that left shoulder. Could have brought it back around to a 5. But settling in for that 3. Like we said, sometimes you plan it, and sometimes it just happens. Archie O'Gorman looking for a 3, but almost able to get a 5 right there. All right, on course, Enzo Zaffino from the Mount Hood series. First run, getting a little bit steezy right there, but number 1841 on course with a nice 5. So yeah, coming left again. Got his left rotation, Enzo. Enzo in the end zone. He's in his end zone. Yeah, Enzo making a quick end of it right there. His first run for the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. Zaffino from the Mount Hood series. We're going to head back up top. And we're going to get interesting with the Southern Vermont series. Oliver Almeida, number 1807 on course. Almeida going for the safety grab there. And then going to come across, get a little bit silent, and start making noise right there with a nice eagle. Getting another grab in. So about 3 to 4 grabs going safe right there. It appears. I don't know my angle. I have a different angle on things, so Sometimes I'll go back and look at it and be like, oh, wow, they were going for this, and I called this. But for the most part, as I said, Oliver making it very interesting. The Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1807. Freeski Breaker Boys finishing off that first run. 2026 Super Pipe action here with MC Pump and the rest of the USASA staff. Enjoying a great time here. Kim Raymer snuck in, hiding out there. How you guys doing out there? You guys doing all right? Let me hear it from you. All right, we've got a competition. It's going down, and we are well on our way through the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. First runs. Everyone's a fan here. Bib number 992, drop it in. On course, Botan Bartha from the Aspen Snowmass Series. Lookers right. Drop it in on course for Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. Super pipe action. And that's how you get out. And that's how you start to impress the judges. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see that coming. Right. 3. Going with a nice switch right 5 to back that up. And then going to come into this next trick looking like a nice sev. And that's going to do it. But the banger coming right out the gate from Botan, the Aspen Snowmass Series, representing in a major way with a sick, floaty, weird 9 is what I thought I saw, but finishing it off with a lot of rotations and grabs. Really steezed out for the Aspen Snowmass Series rider for Freeski Breaker Boys, 13 to 14 years of age. Back up top with bib number 1911, Landon Allenby. Yeah, you heard it right. There's 2 of them. Landon ready to join his brother right there. Look at the sun. That is a great picture if you could just catch him in the air. Oh, yeah, the sun having fun with him. A little art, right? Oh, my goodness. Look at it. Just changed right before us. Can you imagine being him riding, thinking like, man, where's the ground? Where's the shade? Where's this? Nice left 5, right 5, switch 3. I mean, what the heck is going on? These guys up there dapping up and just dripping out this pipe on the low. Allaby holding it down for the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1911. As the cloud cover comes in, you can see this wind really kicking up and changing conditions of the course, but not the attitude, the excitement of extreme sports popping off here at USASA Nationals. With our next rider getting locked and loaded, we're going to look back up top. Sometimes I get thirsty. And I believe Von Bruland, lookers left. His dad thanks his dad for coming in with some drink weird. The staff over there getting a little bit weird on me. What's wrong with you guys? The Unbound Series on course and enjoying a nice rotation right there. Getting out of the coping too. Going for the grab right there. Going for the 3. And coming back into this. He's going to pump his way through. Von Bruland on course. Nice 5 right there towards the end. What do you got to say? Pulling it together right there, bib number 1810. Yep. USASA. Here we are built upon the community of athletes, parents, coaches, and officials. And a lot of us standing next to him today. I know I have a habit of calling everybody out there. I'll let you guys lay back on the low, enjoying it, geeking out to these athletes like we all do. We're fans of everyone in all these different disciplines and just enjoying a great competition here at USASA Nationals. Hey, yo! On course for the Rocky Mountain Series, Mr. Galt. Bib number 1785 on course. Nice 5 right there, coming back around. Look at that smooth transition. Able to make another 5 in, and then we're going to go for another. Oh, the 7. Look at that, riding away switch. Going to come back. Oh, look at this. Put together nice. Nice 3, so that 5 coming back. Nicely done, riding away switch and pumped up more than me. Give it up for Ayo in the Freeski Breaker semifinals. Rocky Mountain Series rider, bib number 1785, slaying that run. Just like a Ginsu chef, a silent assassin. Hey, yo! Remember that song? I think it's like Redman. He was probably pumping that. What is he listening to? Tell him with a run like that. Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals on the way. We've got like, let's see, I'll give it to you. 1, 2, 3 more riders in this series. One, actually, Emerson Payne. What series is Emerson in? Anyone know? The series that Emerson Payne is riding for? Looks like a little glitch, but he's on course. Bib number 1833. Oh, look at that amplitude, man. Look at this. Oh, couldn't see his way right there. Looks like, yeah, he's got the sun ones on, so he gets over there into that shade and things kind of can disappear quickly, and you got to double guess, you know, what it is. And that's why it gets a little bit lower over there. Able to boost out of the pipe and definitely has a lot of tricks in the bags, but keeping it cool and mellow and copacetic, as we would say, is it looks. But for him, maybe not. Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. Emerson Payne's first run done. All right, the whistle is wet. The vernacular is back. Welcome all of you joining us on live stream for the USASA Nationals 2026 Super Pipe Championships. Renzo Singer on course from the Unbound Series. Bib number 1953. Oh, nice. Changing up the whole look of it right there, coming back on switch and then coming back around. Looks like he got the tail grab in right there on that rotation before he got this flare, sending it in huge. Was it a 5 or a 7 before he got that flare in? Either way, it gave him some speed. Hearing it from the crowd. As you see, these guys are pumped up. How's he feeling out there? Is he all right? Yeah, he's all right? Okay, he's just breathing. The excitement. The Unbound Series representative, Renzo Singer, finishing off his first run as we come to the final contestant for this series. Freeski Breaker Boys 13-14 semifinals. Eli Depew on course. Lookers right from the Southern Vermont Series, November 1946. Woo, woo, woo. Look at the amplitude on that tail grab right there. Coming back across to a sick mute grab. Oh, carve it into the wall, and it looks like it took all his amplitude away. But going to go ahead and throw it down this way, that way, back with a nice right 5. And coming in with another one. Going to finish it off. wound up. These guys pumped up. He was just up there burning, itching, scratching, fighting, biting, barking, ready to get on this course. And once he did, he definitely left a stain. The Southern Vermont Series, Eli Depute. That's going to do it for the first round of Freeski Breaker boys. The 13-14 semifinals. I think we're going to bounce. We're going to bounce to our next group. Jason and Marilyn Jeffers receiving some stage presence yesterday for Ski Across Boys. Jason helps coach the Big Alaska Kids with Morgan Haymans. And Morgan has done an amazing job at bringing ski cross to Alaska, which according to Wikipedia is where ski cross started. And it's amazing the family investment of everything. They have their boys have all podiumed in ski cross. Sam first in 2024, second in 2023, and he's only 10 years of age. Jude third in 2026. Now I think he's 15, and Levi second in 2024, now 17. But Ruben third in 2023 and second in 2024 and second in 2025, now 18 years of age. So the Jeffers and Morgan have recruited tons of kids into the program, and we have around 25 kids from the Big Alaska Series at Nationals for the last couple of years. So that's just an awesome thing since they've only been coming since 22. Just a side note, amazing investments from families and series directors here at USASA Nationals. On course, we've changed it up. Youth men, Cooper Kading from the Rocky Mountain Series, February 2009. On course, lots of amplitude right there coming into this fourth hit before even getting halfway through. So we're going to see at least 8 to 9 hits. But he's pumping his way through clean, going for a nice tail right there. Tail of the tape, or a tail of his life story written out in the paint and the pains of this artistic run by our first Freeski youth man, Cooper Kading from the Rocky Mountain Series, bib number 2009. All right, Freeski youth men, this is a finals. We're ready, and the wind is ready and kicking up. Hold on, as they say to your horses. Wait, no, hold on to whatever you got. This wind is picking up big. All right, erase that Emerson. We're not going to have him. We're going to go down to bib number 1934, Brody Karras. Brody Karras on course from the New Hampshire Series. Oh, there it is, getting a grab in right there. The amplitude right when the wind dies down, too. Perfect timing on that grab. Oh, kicked up a little dust before the spin, only able to get that 3. And popping off the wall a little bit for some support. Another 3 coming back regular. And that's going to do it. Brody Karras, as careless as they come when he caresses the pipe with his maneuvers. The new style for the New Hampshire Series on course. Finishing off his first run for the Freeski youth men, bib number 1934. All right, locked and loaded. Let's do it. Lock, high stand, drop it in on course from the Mount Hood Series, bib number 1989. As that sun goes away and the shade comes out, he gets a nice safety grab. And jump it into a nice flare. Going to come back, doubling up. Oh, Nelly. What are we witnessing today here for the Freeski Youth Men? Looks like up in the ante right there. Locked and loaded on a high stand from the Mount Hood Series, bib number 1989. Lock. Lockheed Martin don't got nothing on that, huh? Lookers right, dropping in on course. Jeffrey Brown, ready to get down and represent for the Upper Midwest Snow Series, November 1901. Japan. Jumping in Japan style, then going with a nice flare right there. Oh, getting the air under him. And these guys with the Martian blood coming in with a nice left 5. Mute grab. Coming back around, ride and switch. Nice run right there. We saw a variation of grabs and turns right there as he brings the light back out to this pipe. Hello, Jeffrey Brown, bib number 1901. From the Upper Midwest Snow Series, finishing off that first run for Freeski Youth Men Finals here at Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain. On course, number 1806, Anthony Bonavaglia. For our Freeski Youth Men Finals for the Southern Vermont Series. Getting pumped and stoked. Coming in right there with a nice rotation. Oh, crossing up, getting a grab as well. And what do we have here at the end? Oh, getting caught up in the darkness right there. Looks like he probably wanted to do something else going out of that pretzel, but unable to do it. No problem. We are in USASA Nationals Championship Superpipe, where we call this what? That's right. Superstars everywhere. Dropping in on course, Benzo. From the Southern California Series, bib number 1636, on course. Oh, going down right there. Looked like after the safety grab, that dark side coming in and taking away a little bit of the life of these guys' runs. We know he was ready to get Bob Ross with it. Here he goes. There it is, bringing out a little bit more art. Adding a little bit color here and there. Yeah. Muscle memory as he goes and gets ready for that second run. Ben from the Southern California Series. Drop it in on course, bib number 1985, Jerome Webster from the Aspen Snowman Series. Lookers right. Nice left 5. And then coming back around the right 5. We're getting the rotation down, landing deep right there. Oh, nice. 4 of them. Oh, 5 of them all the way to midpoint. Oh, the snake grabbing him, but not before he finishes off with a nice Japan grab. All right, ready to dazzle and entertain our next rider. Drop it in on course. Yeah, that's a good one, right? Jerome Webster. No. Murphy Branch from the Southern Vermont Series, 1935, on course. No poles coming in. Silent assassin like. Look at that riding away switch. Comfortably done. Nicely done for his first run. Murphy Branch finishing off there, bib number 1935. Coming in from the Southern Vermont Series. Depends. All right, dropping it on course. Colin Juan from the big Mountain West Series on course. Bib number 2006 with a nice flare. Oh, and going down before the sun. It looked like the sun was highlighting this run, and no sooner than he went down there, the sun went away. And now he's going to give chase to that ski. Colin Juan, the big Mountain West Series. Number 2006 for the Freeski Youth Men here today at USASA Nationals Finals underway. Let's give him to number 1550, Cameron Alfred from the Mountain Hood Series on course. Cameron going for the double grab right there. Maybe the truck. No, he's going for safety maybe. Yeah. The light is back out. Maybe that'll kill some of that wind. Man, sending it right there with that straight air. That's Cameron Alfred from the Mount Hood Series. Well, I think that's going to bring us down to 1908. Jackson Hubbard from the New Hampshire Series dropping in on course for his first run here. The Freeski Youth Men, bib number 1908, on course, lookers right. Boosting out right there, getting two, landing really deep, so definitely sending it. Nice, comfortable spot right there. Gonna keep it nice and mellow as far as the grabs till the midpoint range where we see that nice 5 come out, and then another 3 right away switch right there. Gonna go to a nice switch left 3, and that's gonna finish it for his first run and finish it for the Freeski Youth Men here. The first run here, Jackson Herbert. We're going to head back to the Freeski Breaker boys as we know they're already ready to go, locked and loaded up top as the judges deliberate. MC Pump here calling it as we see it for USASA Nationals 2026 Superpipe Championships. The Slip Crew coming in, and the United States led the standings by a large margin this year to win the Nations Cup for the year at World Freeski Junior Championships 2026. Here at USASA Nationals 26 on the stage, we were able to behold the Mark Hodler award served as president. Mark for FIS, from 1951 to 1998, and he's highly regarded as the leader in our sport, with primary focus always on the athletes, as it is the same with us every year here at USASA. So it's only fitting that he bring the team in, and we didn't know who all was going to come, but a lot of those riders coming in, hanging out and having a good time with us on the stage, and with everyone throughout the 6 disciplines. The disciplines that included in the cumulative points to make up that trophy were the half-pipe, slopestyle, big air, moguls, and aerials, as well as cross. And we are proud to have a number of athletes who contributed to this win with us all week. So shout out to Rodney Robinson and Team Summit at Copper Mountain. On course coming in for his second run. Out there on course, Logan Drake from the Mount Hood Series, lighting up the pipe, going for the grab there before the judges, and his run pumped up about it, finishing it off for the Freeski Breaker boys. All right, Colin Bugelman's on course for his second run in the North Tahoe Series. Bib number 1859. Look at the amplitude right there. Oh, nice 5 right there coming around. He's in his mode. Let's see. Coming back around, seesawing. To a nice 3. Riding away switch, and that's it. Staying on point, getting it done. Colin Bugelman's busting out a nice 2011. The 1990. Who knows how to do a 1990? AKA an MC pump. We're going to date it. We're ready for another bib. Let's go back up top. Bib number 1942. Stephen Hennessy dropping in on course from the New Hampshire Series. Second run, Freeski Breaker boys. Nice straight air right there for the first hit. Going for the grab. Oh, losing a little bit of speed right there. Going to pick it back up right here. Oh, crossing it up. Getting the grab in again, and then going to go ahead and go with the rotation. Roll his way out. That's going to do it for a second run. Let's go back up top. Bib number 1857. Asher Dunn dropping in on course from the South Tahoe Series. Second run, Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals for USASA National Superpipe Skier Week right here, going for the grab. No pole, so no extra. Only room for grabs. Getting Butte, going to go around for the tail grab, and then come around with a nice rotation right here, finishing it off, maybe one more. And the bag, leaving it all on the floor, riding away switch. It's got one more. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And Asher Dunn finishing off his second run for the South Tahoe Series. Don't forget about the silent auction. It's the joint over here. The 32 series culminating right here at Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain USASA Nationals 2026 silent auction. We've got the vest, the Snow League vest, that is, signed by all the athletes as well as Sean White. That's up for grabs, as well as Benny Harrington's Olympic skis. He's got a pair of those signed and autographed. They're up for grabs. And I think we've got the outerwear of the U.S. team that's available as well. Shout out to Alex Ferreira and Colombia. They came by, said what's up, the Halfpipe gold medalists, around signing autographs and putting on medals as well. As a few others that came in and represented. There's such a list. I can't get them before our next rider dropping, but we'll give them their respect and their just due. Headed back up top, we're going to jump down into Owen Cirillo, number 1805, on course. Let's see. Oh, nice 5. Going for the grab on the opposite wall. And there's the flare. Beyond halfway through. Oh! Sending it with a nice salve. And then coming back around, riding that in switch with a nice switch 3. That's going to do it. Bringing the hype. Owen Cirillo at the North Tahoe Series with number 1805. Second run, trying to mix some things up and probably push some people out of place. But we've got Mason Scola on course from the South New England Series, bib number 18, or is that 19? 1952. Mason looking for it. What was he looking for? He was looking for the temperature and altitude, rolling the windows down on that one. Now getting a little bit more comfortable with the no pole ride and a lot of straight airs. That's going to do it for today. Real comfortable with that. Let's hear it for Mason Scola as he finishes off his second run here at USASA Nationals Superpipe Championship. 1910 on course, Holland Abraham from the North Tahoe Series, ready to grace us with his presence in his second run here. Slowing down somewhat for the safety grab coming out of the pipe, but the sun filling this pipe up as this competition keeps going. Freeski Breaker boys. Oh, bringing it back around. Nice 5 right there. And a nice 3. Cold-blooded. Bringing out the Rick James in me. So cold-blooded. Holland Abraham setting the table for coffee. Oliver, that is, as he gets ready. Bib number 2011 up top. Same series, North Tahoe. Freeski Breaker boys semifinals. The event is underway. The world-renowned and acclaimed USASA Nationals 2026 Superpipe action. All right, let's go get it. Oliver Coffey, Looker's right, dropping it on course 2011. North Tahoe Series. And there he is, going for the grab right away and speeding his way to his second run. Nice grab right there. Lots of amplitude, getting safe before taking flight. There it is. Seat belts buckled, flaring away. And locked and loaded halfway through. Going to go ahead and freak it out a little bit, dripping through the pipe, getting the grab, coming in with a nice 7, riding away, switch, sway, 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 say. 2011. Oliver Coffey, the table is set. I hope you got your cookies and cream. Yeah, we needed to get a little bit. All right, Ruben Goodall. We'll take a break while the judges deliberate and get our next rider locked and loaded. Back up top. Ruben Goodall joining us on course from the Southern Vermont Series, Bibber 1977. Second run. Going for the safety grab there. Looking for the amplitude. Amplitude or amplitude? The ability or the height? I guess it's kind of the same word. Like Lee and Lie. Depending on how you spell it or what language you're speaking. We're ready. On course, bib number 2018, Reed Couture from the Main Mountain Series. Reed getting out of the super pipe, out of the coping, going for the grab right there, and Seesaw swaying his way through as he puts the windows down to get a little bit more of this air up here in Colorado. Colorful Colorado, that is. What's your favorite sport, activity, or thing to do when you're in Colorado? Is it ski? Is it really just about the ski and snowboard industry and being up in the mountains, or are there other things to do in Colorado? I don't know. I think most people that live in Colorado barely even make it through the Eisenhower Tunnel, but for the most part, we'll see. Put it in the comments. All right, 1924 on course, Xavier Lai from the North Tahoe Series. Xavier pumping his way through for a little bit more speed, getting off that wall with a rotation, coming back around, changing it up. A nice 5 all the way through. And then coming back into it again, riding away switch, saving that one. And going to go ahead and see what he's got here towards the end. Nothing. There we go. Xavier last time coming in with a couple of Japan airs and a nice 5 from the North Tahoe Series, finishing off his second run for the Freeski Breakers. Yeah, you guys are hanging out with world famous MC Pump. It's time to get pumped up. We've got a finals going on, and we're going to continue it. We're more than halfway through the Freeski Breaker Boys for the USASA Nationals 2026 Super Pipe Championship. On course, Lowen Schwartz, number 1804 for the North Tahoe Series. Oh, throwing down a nice 5 right there. Oh, and getting in another rotation there. Oh, going for it. A nice 5 right there, pumping his way through. He's stoked. Going for a what? I think he went past the 7 right there. He was trying to bring himself back around in the rhythm, in the flow, in the moment. Blowing Swartz right there. North Tahoe Series squeezing their way through this Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. A slew of athletes in this competition for this, over 30 competing here today for Freeski Breaker Boys Superpipe Championships. We're ready for our next bib. Up on course, Everett Sheehan, bib number 1819. On course. The Mount Hood Series representative getting it right here. That'd be the end of his pipe by now if he was in the hood. But here at Nationals for USASA Super Pipe, not going to happen. Copper Mountain coming together with a 22-foot Super Pipe. We're here, and it's a championship. And these guys are representing, coming through his second run, Everett Sheehan. We've got youth men as well. Freeski finals underway. These guys already did their first run. They're ready for their second. As we are here with the Freeski Breaker Boys as well, ready for their second. Rye Barnes up top for the Rocky Mountain Series, bib number 1542, getting locked and loaded and ready to join us out here for our competition. Ryan Barnes dropping in on course, bib number 1542. Getting that rhythm back, turning around, getting a little bit of air right there coming out the pipe. Looker's left, going to come into another straight air, going for the grab, but not enough amplitude, enough there to reach back around comfortably. A couple more, now getting real comfortable. Here comes the rotation on the next one. Maybe we're going to see a nice 3, or nope, we're just going to keep it cool. There it is. Riding away, switched and comfortable. Hands go in the air. Finishing it off, second run. That's right, Rye Barnes. Where you at? I got you. Oh, man, we here. We in the booth. Most of the fans, we're in the booth, man. We're geeking out on these kids. The kids and the music. We're back here having a great time. You guys get the sun. We get the music. Who wants to join us? Looks like Lucas Allenby from the Southern Vermont Series, November 1928, on course for his second run in the Freeski Breaker Boys Semifinal Superpipe Championships here at USASA Nationals. Getting a lot of amplitude right there, enough to sit down, and I think he was going to get into the break dancing. At some point, hip-hop is going to come into this outside of music, and that right there looking like a windmill. You guys ever break dance? How many parents out there used to break dance? Yeah, there you go. That looked like the windmill. He started off with a backspin into the windmill. Probably was going to come up with a hand plan, a.k.a. the 1990. But, yeah, maybe it'll add its way into this course at some point. Lucas Allenby with the second run. Stephen Knowles, bib number 1908 on course. No, 1906, excuse me, bib change. Correction by me, 1906. Stefan Knowles from the Southern Vermont Series on course. Lots of amplitude there as he comes into this tail grab. Looking for the grub there with the rotation. Coming back around, going to finish it off his second run. There's the sun hides out. Sun hiding his face. See if he can come back out, heat this place up. The weather really changing and shifting so much here at USASA Nationals, man. This is one of those days, it just happens like that. Lookers left, Daniel Quigley. Dropping in on course from the Aspen Snowmass Series. The number 1811, there it is. Look at how the sun just encapsulate his Bob Ross. You see it? It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger right there, right? He's getting it really good. It's an amazing run. That's what I'm going to bring in the booth next. Arnold Schwarzenegger, see if he can call it. Nice left five. Floaty. Oh, going down. He went down for no reason. You guys just out there having fun. No problem with it. We're loving it. We're fans. Quigley above and Quigley down under from the Aspen Snowmass Series. Finishing off that run. Headed back up top. Gunner Caps. Yeah, you can't go fast past that. That's a cool name. Gunner Caps. You could even say it backwards, Caps Gunner. Either way, it's cool. Even if he wears a beanie. Gunner Caps. From the Aspen Snowmass Series on course, number 1814. Ready to slay and represent his own way. Riding away switch right there. Coming back around so he can see his way through the second half of this course. Lots of amplitude right there. Yeah, having fun with it. Freeski Breaker Boys, that's what we're doing. We're hanging out. It's a triumphant season. Everyone able to make it here, including Declan Sexton, dropping in on course, the New Hampshire Series, the number 1782 on course. Yeah, and get the grab in. I'm going to call that for sure. Nice rotation, riding away switch. They're so comfortable, man. When you're switch, you're having a good time. I think even more so ski than snowboard. Snowboard, I mean, you probably learn switch and don't know which way you're going the first time. But ski switch, you know you're going the wrong way. The other way, Leroy, you're going the other way. The wrong way, man. Nah, that's the right way. That's the perspective they got on it. Switch. Archie. Oh, Gorman ready to drop it on course. Bib number 1902 from the Mount Hood Series. Going to sit up there, camp out while the judges deliberate. We take a break. And then, we're going to head back to the action of Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. All right, back to the action. Archie Gorman ready to drop in on course from the Mount Hood Series. Lookers left as we continue this competition. Lots of amplitude right there going for the grab. Freeski Breaker Boys Semifinal Super Pipe Championships underway as we get through the second run, bib number 1902 on course. A nice rotation there comfortably. Oh, nice 5. You see the windup. You see the pump halfway through, baby. Yeah. Stoked and pumped as he finishes off that run, that second run. Oh, man, nothing but high fives. Archie, more excited than me from the Mount Hood series, the representer over here in the pipe. Keeping it free, keeping it styled, keeping it dialed. Finishing it off, man. Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. USASA Nationals Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain. All the athletes coming to train here. A really great location, Colorado, for a competition. I mean, if you're going to compete anywhere in the U.S., you'd probably want cheap flights, international airport, and a central location where you're not traveling all across America, so I think very convenient for a lot of the travelers that are coming in from everywhere from Alaska to Arizona. It doesn't matter where you come from. Colorado going to be centrally located, and the training grounds for a lot of the Olympians we see here all walking around and speaking as well. We've had so many come and represent, speaking of down under, representing New Zealand on the world stage of Freeski Superpipe action. We've had Benny Harrington in the house, the two-time Olympian, winter Olympian that is, competing in Beijing and Milano. But, man, we've had so many people stop through. Mila Stalker, she's from Australia by citizenship in the Futures Tour. We're at USASA Nationals getting into the Enzo, the Semifinal that is, from the Mount Hood Series on course, bib number 1841. Second run. Popping it out right there, Steve, so he's having a good time. Grabbing right there, comfortable. Yeah, this is a good one, though. Second run, look at that. Aerial assault complete right there for the second time by Enzo Zaffino and the Mount Hood Series. Ooh, am I announcing? Is there announcing after Rail Jam tonight? Awards, right? All around? I believe so. It might be a late night today. I got you. I got you back. Oliver Almeida, ready to get on course for his second run. Joining us for the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinal second run. Looks like he's locked and loaded up there somewhere. Can't really see. It might be Looker's right, but that could be our safety crew up there. So we know he's up there somewhere ready to drop in. That's who's going to be next from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1807. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Come free, as they would say. Hide and seek. There he is. Looker's left, dropping in. Oliver Almeida dropping in on course from the Southern Vermont Series. There he is. Nice safety grab right there. There it is. He's got it. He's in his flow. He's getting it. There he is. He's in his flow. Look at this. The rotation at the end. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He's like, who wants to share? Who wants to share? And this complete run with me, man. Stoked and excited. Out of breath, but on his feet. And finishing off that second run, Oliver Almeida. Botan Bartha, that is, bib number 992, coming in for the second run. Lookers right on course from the Southern, Aspen Snowmass Series. No, he's Aspen. There it is. Look at that. Corked out 9. Coming back to a nice Sev. Riding away switch from that 3. Going to get into a nice Right 5 coming back to a 3. Going to get things going straight, but straight enough to get a nice serve right there. What's up? Let's hear it. Up in the ante. That was an extra rotation. So many rotations, a different run than the first run. Of course, we saw that world famous 9, a few 5s in there, a lot of 3s, switches, grabs, everything looking really good. The amplitude, great run by bib number 992, bib number 1911 on course. Landon Allenby from the Southern Vermont Series, representing for his brother as well. On course. There's the grab and the amplitude right there. That's probably the highest we've seen people get out right there midway and do the grab. Steezed out, going for a bone-chilling 5 right there, coming around to a nice 3. Going to end it off with nothing but applause from the crowd. Number 1911. Receiving the love and the energy from the Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals. Lookers left on course, Vaughn Bruland. Drink weird, huh? The Unbound Series representative, 1810. On course, lookers left. Nice right 5 right there. Butt check coming back to another 5. Going for the grab. Double up. Out of the coping right there. There it is. And then here comes the rotation. You're looking for, up and away. And getting the rotation for the pole as well as he finishes off his second run right there. Nothing weird about it. Vaughn Bruland out there from the Unbound Series. We are, if you just arrived or just tuned in, USASA Nationals 2026 Superpipe Championship Freeski Week for Freeski Breaker Boys semifinals underway. Second run by these skiers. We are down to probably about our last 5 for the Freeski Breaker Boys. Back up top, Ayo Galt. Bib number 1785 for the Rocky Mountain Series. Ayo on course. Let's see what he's got. Oh, that was nice. Getting out of the coping. Nice left 5. He's in his groove. Smooth. Lost a little bit of speed there. Coming back around. Oh, he's on the money now. Riding away switch. And coming back. Look at that rotation as he starts to whip it around. Getting it in nicely. Using his body right there to come around switch. Ah, can you feel me? Can you feel me? It's in the air. Great run right there as he had full control, whipping that around. Everyone with intent. Let's go for the lookers right, dropping in on course. For his second run, look at that. Emerson getting low with it. Get low. Got the grab in, though. Brought the grab to himself. Looks like he's going for the truck. He was looking for the truck. And this is a straight air. There it is. Going for that safety, finishing it off. He's going to it. Not going to take his eye off of it. I mean, and many of you, if you've ever been in a super pipe like this, I don't think anyone would take their eye off of where they were going to look for a grab or to reach for anything. But these kids doing it, showing nothing but courage and tenacity as they come through this super pipe carelessly, throwing these runs together, tricks, new ones, some of them old ones, some of them compiled together for a new look. Let's see what Renzo Singer's got for us. Bib number 1953 from the Unbound Series. Lookers right, dropping in on course. Nice fives right there coming in, 2 of them. Going for the safety grab right there with another 5. Amplitude right there halfway through the run. That's something you don't see often because he's setting up for that nice flare. Yellow, you tell me how he feels. Words can't describe it. Let's see. Let's just see what's going through his mind. Who's there to bring him in and corral him? Is it a teammate? Is it another athlete? Is it a parent? Is it a coach? You tell me. I think it's on live stream. You should be able to see it. Renzo throwing down right there, bib number 1953, starting his runoff switch. So very comfortable for the Freeski breaker boy as he represents the Unbound Series. There are no bounds here on the mountain or off. The Unbound Series representing, putting their athlete out there, Renzo Singer, to see what he could do for this Freeski Breakers Semifinals Championships at USASA Nationals 2026 here at Copper Mountain. All right, we're ready for the final dropper of Freeski Breaker Boys Semifinals 2026 USASA Nationals. We have number 1946, Eli Depew from the Southern Vermont Series is on course. Looker's left as he comes in across that transition, getting a nice rotation in right there, using the full body landing deep. Going to go even higher this time and landing right where he wants to in that sweet spot. A lot of 5s, riding away, switch right there. Not sure what happened. He was in his mold. He was ready. He was in his groove. Let's hear it for him. Finishing it off for the Freeski Breaker Boys Semifinals, Eli Depew. The rest is up to the judges as they deliberate on how we are going to proceed after that for these Freeski Breaker Boys in their semifinals. But we do have Freeski Youth Men. They are here and ready to show off some of their steeds as they continue with this USASA Nationals Championships here at Copper Mountain. Shout out to all those coming by, making sure the kids and the people are all, you can always come in. Yeah, kick it. You can always come hang out. Come chill, come kick it. No, you've probably been riding around all day, huh? Take a load off. Shout out to Taylor Gold and those guys coming in as well. Grew up ripping USASA comps, as mostly all of these guys did. Trivia quiz question. How many USASA riders or competitors were in the Olympics this year? Give me a head count. Let me know how many of them that competed in any of the freestyle or freeski events came from USASA Nationals. And the comment box for our live stream on YouTube, or you can even go to my page and do it. But if you can do it at the stage, even better. We'll give you an award, a reward, or something. 21 is the first one from the crowd. 21. Anyone think there is more or less for that? We'll see. It's out there. 15 and 21. Yeah? I'm going to say like 98. At least 98 is my guess. Let's see. Cooper dropping in on course for the Freeski Youth Men Finals here. USASA Nationals Rocky Mountain Series. Number 2009 on course. No, you didn't. I know how y'all do. I'm going to set you up. Look at the amplitude right there. Just a cruise. I think he's about 7th right now, unofficially going for the grab right there. Going to finish it. All right, back up top. Emerson. Emerson's out. This is Brody. Brody Karras, bib number 1934, on course for his second run. Unofficially, I don't know where he is. Maybe 5th, 6th. Tail grab right there. Lots of amplitude. Winding the windows down. Looking for some of this Colorado fresh air as he gets it back through the transition. Going to stick to the first run, getting some grabs in, and then rotate his way around with a nice 5 there, coming into the next wall, dumping off his rotation series to finish it off. So the first part of his aerial assault grabs, the second part spins, spinning it to win it. That's Brody. Brody Karras finishing off his second run. What's that? Oh, you said 30? We've got 30. I don't know. It seems pretty low. Who's going to Google it? Bib number 1989 on course. I was going back to high school, but it's not high school. It's high stand. Lock, that is. Lock going down on his second run from the Mount Hood Series, bib number 1989. So the question went out, how many USASA athletes appearing in this year's Olympics? Anyone Google it yet? Is it up on Google? I don't know if they'd have a stat like that. I think I know the answer. I'm high up. What's a guess? Yeah. You say 40? That sounds pretty good. 40. So we've got, what do we got, 30? We've got 30, we've got 40? Yeah. Since we've got an Olympian in the booth right now, Riley's kicking it with me. We'll see if she knows. She was at the Olympics. That's a good question, though. You know why? Because as we were watching the Olympics, man, I'm looking at everyone that's going, and I'm like, yep, I announced for that person. Yep, I announced for that person. Yep, I announced for that person. And I said, wait a minute. All these kids were about 5 years old back then. I wonder how many of them have come through USASA. And I was like, dang, it looks like about, right. So how many would you think, with the disciplines that we have, were from USASA or competed in USASA? Jeffrey Brown out there doing it his way for USASA Freeski Youth Men. Second run, bib number 1901, on course from the Upper Midwest Snow Series. Getting halfway through his run now, the rotation starts off going for the grab as he gets that 5 in, and then going to go back to a nice 3. I didn't see if he got that grab for the Japan, but that switch left 5. He did get the Japan grab, and that's going to do it for his second run. And done. Jeffrey Brown from the Upper Midwest Snow Series. Well, I think we're gonna put you on a microphone so they know you're here, and that I'm not just pulling it out of my donkey butt. Anthony Bonavaglia on course from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1806.
I would get that too. I could count. I could go through each person and think about it. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Maddie Jennings getting it. It could be a trick question. But, of course, you know, he does Olympic stuff, so he knows it's a trick question. All right, well, what do you got for me? What do you think? Are you on? Your mic on? Let's see. What you got?
Is it on?
Yeah, you should be on. Yeah, you're on.
I would bet.
You're going to bet. Let's see. Let's get you some volume. Go ahead. What are you going to bet? What do you got?
I would think. I would bet from this year we would have 12 or so. I would say 12 because out of the U.S. teams, there was 4 big air, 4 pipe, and big air and slope was combined. So that would be plus international, exactly. And I know not all of the U.S. team guys this year competed in USASA. So also taking account for international, my bet would still be 12.
Who's going to Google it for us? You guys got to find out. I don't know if we have a stat for that. Oh, Ben dropping in on course, bib number 1636 for his second run. Southern California Series on course. Ben Zhu. Oh, going down right there. Yeah. What happened there? What do you think happened there?
I think we need to get that kid's dins tightened. I think that ski should have stayed on. But way to bounce back up. That was a tough fall. Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. You know, I've tried to tuck and roll on so many things, man. Been like, dang, I should have just flopped. But no, flops is a lot better. A lot worse, I mean. Tuck and roll always works. Tuck and roll, man. Plus, these guys are close to the ground already. All around the world, the same song. Love for the sport, USASA Nationals. Super pipe action, and there's full-on sun, pretty much almost covering the pipe. Going to beat it up. By the time this pipe gets to be perfect, it's going to close. You ever notice that? You're like, oh, that pipe looks so good. But it's closed. You can't go. Just look at it in the glass. Put it in some glass. Yeah, we need some for tomorrow anyway. That's what you guys are beating it up for. Jerome Webster on course from the Aspen Snowman Series. Bib number 1985. Oh, look at that rotation. That was a lot of amplitude, probably the most I've seen today on that side. But then, of course, just like a free throw, I should have just let him just ride. We'll let him ride. Ride it out. All right, all the breaker boys, go ahead and head up top, and let's get you guys ready for your warm-ups. On course right now, we have Colin Wan. No, Murphy Branch. Murphy Branch on course from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1935 on course. Second run for Freeski Youth Men. We'll mute. Now we're going to go for amplitude. I mean, I'm not sure if they already have the results and they're just kind of having fun. Nice. Or if they're just having fun. I don't know. All I know is Freeski Breaker Boys, head up to the top if you're hanging out down here at the bottom for the remainder of your guys' championships. And we're going to go to 2006, Colin Wan from the Big Mountain West Series. How you feeling? Thrilled. A nice breeze coming in. Look at the amplitude. Oh, yeah. Oh. Use the spread to get the amplitude and then come in with a nice 9 right there. What the heck? You wouldn't think so, but going down. All right, Colin Wan finishing off his run as bib number 1550 drops in on course. Cameron Alfred from the Mount Hood Series, lookers right. Cameron playing it safe right there with the grab, then going to get the amplitude and double up right there, coming through the transition, just going to do about 4 or 5 hits, keeping it simple and just getting out of there. There it is. Done. There's a record. I don't think anyone has done it faster than him today. Cameron Alfred from the Mount Hood Series finishing off his run for the Freeski Youth Men Finals as we head back up top to bib number 1908, Jackson Herbert from the New Hampshire Series on course. Well, let's see what he's got. Kicking up some dust right there as he comes in for his second run. Oh. A little yard sale there, pieces everywhere. He looks to be okay. How's he doing? Nothing bruised, just the ego. Perfect time for some ice cube. Some ice cubes up here on the snow. It won't melt. Yeah, props. Let's hear it from the crowd. Bib number 1908 finishing off that run right there. Look at that. It's all fun. It's free ski and snowboarding, so you gotta look it up. And snowboarding, all the USASA. So it would be free ski, snowboard, both. So Riley's around 15. That'd probably be ski. You add maybe another 18 for snowboard. It'd be about 30, somewhere around there. So you guys that are talking about 30, 40 or closer. But I would look online. It's an activity. I got you guys pumped up to do an activity. As we take a break for the Breaker boys, let them get back up top, and the judges deliberate on how we're going to do this whole thing. And from there, we'll know. So you got to add the ski because it's 2 weeks of USASA Nationals. We got snowboard week, we got ski week. And so you take your skiers and then you take your snowboarders and come with a full-on number. So we've got Riley Jacobs in the booth right now. So between me and her, you guys have some insight, but you guys got to give us the official answer and number. As we take a break, I know you guys are like, man, Pump, why you stop talking live stream? Man, how many words do I say a day? At some point, I got to take a break, man, take a pause while everyone else is pausing, and then I'll come back with the action for finals here at USASA Nationals. All right. I think we've got the answer. But we've got to wait till after I call this next rider. Dropping in on course, bib number 1859, Colin Bugelmans. A little change up. Colin going huge right there. Look at that. Oh, nice left five. And then he's going to come in with switch up. Here he comes with the 3. Riding away switch. I would do a second. And I'm back. What's up, y'all? It's time to get dirty. These guys ready for a finals, so we're underway, starting it off. The number is unofficial. What are we going to say? 30? Is that? Wait a minute. I got to get it from Riley. Riley has to say it. I can't say it. So next up, we'll wait. Bib number 1946 dropping in on course, Eli Depew. Make the antimatter. Lots of amplitude with the eggs and grits between. Nice 5 right there. Oh, we're going back to back. Left 5. Whoa, nice Sav right there. Going huge. 1946 Eli Depew going huge right there for the Breaker Boys finals here at the Super Pipe. They get 2 runs, so he's got another one to come. So, Riley, what's going to be our official answer? Miss Jacobs here.
Upon further research, it seems there's about 8 Freeski and more like 20 some for snowboard. So we've come to the conclusion it's about 30 this year. There's no ski or cross.
Okay, we're getting closer, so let's throw in a little bit more trickery. Here we go. Maddie Jennings, give us a little bit of trick about that.
100. I'm saying 100 people.
And tell them why you're saying 100 and I'm saying 98.
Because we got snowboard racing, Solemn GS Bordercross. So that adds another crew. And then the internationals, I think, bumps it up a lot too.
So I think MC Pump won. 98. Yeah, 18. 14 on course. Gunner Caps out there making it happen for USASA Nationals Finals. This is his first run. He's got another one. Oh, yeah. Breaking it down right there for the first run here, finals. They get 2. There's 8 of them. We've got Colin, Bugelmans, Eli Depew, Gunner Caps, Owen, Cirillo, Oliver Coffey, Renzo Singer, Ayo Golth, the Botund, Barthod. On course right now, we got 18:05, Owen, Cirillo. Look at the amplitude there. Getting the grab in as well. Going to add a nice alley-oop into it. Getting the grab with the rotation. Coming back for a nice 5 there. Cirillo, serious Cirillo out there looking for some podium status. Unofficial. Nice flare coming into. Is it going to be another? Ah! I mean, it gets to be that way. That was insanely sick. Owen coming over for a double up on the flare side of things, or it could have just been a real corked out trick, but they wear armor. They got body armor out there and everything, and pads and all that. I remember when we didn't have pads or helmets. These kids definitely getting the blood pressure up of their parents as they continue this action sport, extreme sports, hip-hop scene where anything can happen at any point in time. Oliver Dunn getting ready, and now he's ready to serve some coffee, dropping in on course. Bib number 2011, catching and clipping right there on the wall from the get, but not having an effect on his amplitude as he gets massive air right there, crossing up above the coping. Look at the wind flow as he gets his flare in, showing off some of that skill. Some of these things they practice, some things they just know, and it's a flow. Coming back from overseas with the Japan, going to get a rotation in. That's what you do when you go around the world, and there it is, riding away with a nice sev. Switch, that is. Give it up, pumped up, and pumped to be stoked. Bib number 2011 with his first run and done for the Freeski Breaker Boys. Man, they're coming in, throwing together all kinds of tricks. I guess there's only one way to say it. It's getting tricky. We've seen Colin Bugelmans. We've seen Eli Depew. We've seen Gunner Caps. We've seen Owen Cirillo. And we've seen Oliver Coffey. Dropping in on course number 1953, Renzo Singer. Ready to paint this pipe full with his own song. Let's see what the Singer's got. For the Breaker Boys, Halfpipe, Freeski Championships here at USASA Nationals. Nice 5 right there. I think he got the grab in as well. Getting safe with it right there as he uses his travel miles in the air. Done with the rotation. Now he's just going to grab what he can. A nice flare right there as he comes in. Oh, the 3 to the flare. How do you call that? That's insane. Getting in all his grabs for his first run, and the mute grab was insanely stuck to his hand. I think that's a pretty good run for Renzo Singer, bib number 1953. Bib number 1785, Ayo Golt, ready to drop in for his first run. As these skiers head back up top for their second run, make sure if you're in the Breaker Boys Halfpipe Finals, you guys spend a little bit of time congratulating each other, but get back on that lift and head back up top so they're not waiting on you. In on course right now, Ayo, bib number 1785, getting amplitude right there, poking it out above the coping. Look at that left 5. What do you think? You going to call this here?
Left 7. Coming in switch. Switch 5. Another switch. Oh, he almost had a little snow snake, but awesome switch run. Super sick tricks. Way to put it down.
So what do you got for today planned out? I know I have you here for a little bit. You may go to slopestyle, but you want to hang out and call Botan Bartha's first run here at finals? Bib number 992, excuse me, 992.
Looks like he's coming in on Looker's right and getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
All right, dropping in. Coming in with a 9 right out of the gate, landing it, coming into the next wall, backing it up with a nice boosty right 5. Into some switch, hitting a 3, into a switch 5. Oh, 7, buttered to 7. That's okay. We can keep going. Almost had it. He's got another run.
So what do you got planned for the rest of the day? What'd you spend time doing today, Riley?
Watched some open class women over on the slope course. Saw them throw down. A little breezy over there, but I think they were still able to do the runs they wanted to. And now we're back over here with pipe, my sport, and then probably some lunch.
You know, you need some lunch. You guys are just ripping around here like the kids. We got to wrangle in the kids and be like, sit your butt down and eat this food. You need to do the same thing, probably. You guys all over the mountain. And I know that the dedication is there, so shout out to you and everyone else stopping by. And we'll see you soon for lunch, huh? Yeah. Anything you want to tell everyone before you get out of here? No. Of course not. You know? You know what she did to me? She embarrassed me yesterday. I went in to go get changed, and she pulls up this old 15-year-old picture of me and her standing on stage, right? What were we standing on stage for?
It was the 2015 Nationals. I don't remember if it was pipe or slope, but you were giving me my medal, and I remember you asked me if there's anybody I wanted to thank. And I said, thank you, everyone. But you didn't like that photo, so.
Yeah, tell them why I didn't like the photo.
Tell them why.
Yeah, you could tell them and see, because I said I was fat. I was like, look, you brought this old picture of me all fat, girl. She said, Nick, where you look at fat? I said, man, I'm busting out my overalls. You guys never tell me I'm fat. Y'all just say when I'm looking skinny. You know, so that's why we didn't bust it out on stage. It was a good picture. It was a great picture. Her first Nationals up there representing. So thank you. Bringing it back home and bringing it full circle. Riley Jacobs holding it down. It's real. The investment is real, man. We've been here for years. We're going to be around. USASA Nationals, Freeski Week. Shout out to our partners, Sun and Ski Sport, Urivo, Jobo, Cardo Systems, USPA, Zircle Optics, Grab Poles, K2 Skis, Line Skis, Armada Skis, Board Butter, and Columbia Sportswear. Yeah, she's talking about the days back when Armada had that, Kooks on Skis. Go check it out. Armada dumping out a new video, or Nada, who at the movie venue Woodward at Copper. If you guys were able to check that out, go back and check out that 2010 old school KOS, Kooks on Skis, as I intro the whole thing from the Super Pipe. I think we were doing Dew Tour at that time, so it was Dew Tour Grand Prix or something. Old school stuff. MC Pump, old school stuff. The dreadlocks, the Bambaka Rasta, pump action, them seeing peaceful man, no I and I. We here to represent a great day. In Copper Mountain. USASA Nationals Finals already underway. They got another run, the Breaker Boys, that is. Freeski Superpipe action for 2026 here at USASA Nationals. Going to take a break as we get these riders ready for their second run. All right. A bunch of celebrities stopping by the tent. We don't have enough time to get everyone in here, but these guys going to go ride Peace Park. If you want to go over and hang out, get some tips from them, and maybe shred a little bit, they'll meet you over there. I just gave you a secret clue. Peace Park. Go over there. Other than that, shout out to our sponsors, Sun and Ski Sport, Urivo, Jobo, Cardo Systems, USPA, Zirkle, Optics, Grabs, Poles, KT Skis, Line Skis, Board Butter, and Armada Skis, as well as Columbia Sportswear, our title sponsor and official outerwear sponsor. These Columbia fits this year coming in with the camo. I looked at all my gear before I came here for Nationals, and I said, whatever you do, don't bring anything camo. You got way too much camo. So I didn't bring none. And then we get here, and they're like, bam, surprise. Guess what? Camo. And I'm like, oh, okay. Next time, Lord, give me a sign. All right, championships. Where are these little guys at? I think it takes them a little bit of time to get back up there to the top, but we are ready for their second run. In case you're just showing up, this is the United States of America Snowboard and Freeski Association 2026 Superpipe Championship. We've got Group 4. The Freeski Breaker boys, 13 to 14 years of age. And as I said before, a lot of these cats, especially if you're from like Mount Hood and stuff like that, don't have a 22-foot pipe as you have here at Copper Mountain. We're ready to continue the competition. Bib number 1859 dropping in on course for his second run. Breaker boys. Colin Bugelmans is ready. I think he is. I don't have a bird's eye view as the crow flies, I believe. He's still buckling in. Black Steel in an hour of chaos. Here we go. It's going down. Let's see. Let's get him. Let's get him some time. Give him some time. Perfect conditions. Let the wind die down as you look at the Columbia flags. I just got word he's just finishing getting ready. All right. The stage is set. The sun is fully filling up the pipe. There's only just a little bit of shade, but not enough to discourage his second run. I think he heard me talking. You know, remember when I was like, yeah, no, I'll sit at the top and wait. Y'all waiting on me, son. Okay, now I'm okay. Wait, nope, this is the wrong song. I thought I wanted this song from the beginning. Nope, Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos. Give me that Public Enemy. Drop it. Looker's right. Say words, son. Colin Bugelman on course. Bib number 1859. Well, unofficial third place here. Let's see what he's got. Lots of amplitude right there starting off his first hit. Going into the second, a real sloppy grab, but he's getting the amplitude. Maybe he's comfortable with where he is. A nice safety right there going for that 5. And then he's going to carve. These guys using these carves, I'm still trying to figure it out because, you know, the carve is a great move, but it doesn't seem to be able to get them the amplitude they're looking for. But throwing it in because it's all about creativity. Let him paint his run the way he wants to. Bob Rossing it up over here for the finals. Colin Bugelman, bib number 1859 with his second run. Heading back up top, bib number 1946, Eli Depew. Dropping in on course for our Freeski Breaker Boys finals. Looker's left. There he is. Let's go. Look at the amplitude right there. Steez in the grab. Oh, let's get the rotation going early as the sun heads out. The sun is out of here. He gets another 5 in right there. landing in the sweet spot. Look at that rotation on that 7. Coming around beautifully. To a switch, nothing. I guess he was just too pumped up. He's like, you can't hold me. I'm leaving my bag right here. Let's pour it out on the flow. Leaving it all on the flow of the pipe for his second run. Freeski, Breaker Boys. Eli the Pew. He's got that 7 on lock and a few 5s as well. So sticking to what he knows as the sun comes out for a beautiful day. And Super Pipe, the entry lit up the entryway. Waiting on the next rider, locked and loaded. Bib number 1805. Oh, I skipped. 1814. Gunner Caps. Gunner Caps is the one that's going to come in third. All right, looker's right. Gunner Caps, the cap of the gun. On course. Number 1814 for his second run here at USASA Nationals 2026. Superpipe Championships. A nice low 5 right there. Coming around a little bit higher right there. Riding away switch. Going for the Sev. And any given Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day there's a competition, you just never know what's going to happen, not only with the weather, but with your run. But what we do know is you can give it up for him, leaving it all out there on the floor and doing the best he can, as all these competitors do every day as they come out here to play and have a good time. We're going to head back up top. Bib number 1805, Owen Cirillo, dropping in on course. Owen's going to give us a little bit of a aerial assault, or he may be calm. We know he's got it in the bag. There's a nice 5 right there coming around. No grabs, but getting in this flare and maybe doubling up right here. There you go. Hearing it from the crowd. And then riding away comfortably with a nice 3. Switch. And that's going to do it for Owen Cirillo. MC Pump over here hanging out with the kids and having a good time with it as they continue to amaze us with the progression of the sport. And just, I don't know, the camaraderie is off the chain. You would think that everyone here is family, but they're not. We've heard so many stories on stage at awards for people helping each other out, you know, all kinds of people talking about coaches and extra coaching help and flying out here by themselves and meeting up with family members and different things where they're helping out. So even at a competition where you would think these guys really have it out for each other, man, they're just waiting at the bottom to congratulate one another on the progression and for pumping them up and keeping them stoked through such a competition where they only see each other yearly. USASA Nationals 2026 underway. Superpipe Championship Freeski Week here at Copper Mountain. All right, joining in the fun, bib number 2011, Oliver Coffey, ready for his second run. Breaker Boys Superpipe Championships on course. Look at the amplitude there. Oh, my goodness, saving it, but leaving it all out there on the course. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie come free with a nice flare right there coming into his midway section. He's going to cross it up, and look at that carve. looking for the amplitude that I was talking about. That's when you use the carb, when you're actually going to get out of the pipe. There you go. Throwing down a nice left 7, looking back up top. Who can see me? If you can't, holla. If you feel me, putting the sticks up, the poles in the air. I think the Martian has landed. It's clear. Oliver Coffey with his second run, bib number 2011, representing the Breaker Boys in a major way for the North Tahoe Series. That North Tahoe Series, following up his boy Owen Cirillo, is also with the North Tahoe Series. And you want to hear another one? Bugleman is also with the North Tahoe Series. So before we even hit the stage, I want you to see what the North Tahoe Series is planning by stacking the Freeski Breaker Boys finals, semifinals, and finals with riders. All right, it looks like we're ready for Renzo Singer, bib number 1953. He's going to get locked and loaded for the Breaker Boys finals, second run here at USASA Nationals 2026. Coffee putting it down right there, trying to have the judges deliberate and figure out where everyone's going to fall. Chips fall where they may. Que sera, sera. Renzo Singer about to bring his notes, his Mozart, his Bach to the course. Looker's right. Let's hear it for Renzo Singer on course. Renzo, let's see how he drops in. That's how you can tell what we've got going on. His attitude. Oh, he's coming in hot. Switch, that is. Renzo getting lots of amplitude right there with a nice rotation after coming in switch. A nice 5 right there. Coming back around, we're going to see another. So the area code's in. He's a Hollywood player. He's got 3 5s going and going huge right there, bringing out the sirens. Renzo Singer from the Unbound Series looking to really disrupt this Northern Tahoe sweep that they are trying to plan silently. I see him creeping. There was a question earlier, can you remember, how many sweeps have we had here at USASA Nationals? Let's see. A.O. Galt, bib number 1785, dropping in on course for the Breaker Boys Superpipe Championship, second run. Getting out of the coping there. Nice left 5, or nice right one coming back in. Oh, nice 7, creeping through there. No need to slow down, no speed checks, no pumps. He's going through his rotation. Oh, wow, yeah, I guess he got bored with it. Or something was off. Something was off, something was off. Like it should be played. The doc says it's not funky enough, but I think it is. We're ready. We're locked. We're loaded. United States of America Snowboard and Freeski Association. Group 4. Halfpipe. USASA Nationals. On course. Bib number 992. Botond. Bartha. On course. Oh, look at the amplitude there. Nice 9 coming in with a 5. Going to keep the rotation going with the 3. Just going through the rotations as he continually comes through. Another 5. Switch 3. Going for the grab. Whoa, and a deep 7 right there, riding away. Switch, putting it in his pocket, and then throwing up everything. Breaker boys. Bib number 992. Went with the cork 9 off the bat and spun fourth ways. The Aspen Snowman Series definitely not happy about what the North Tahoe Series is trying to put together here at finals for the Breaker boys. Will Botan come through and mess up that sweep? Everyone's celebrating there at the bottom of the pipe with the photo. And a celebration going on as well. What's up? What's up? You're done, right? Finite? Finito? Well, you know, USASA Nationals, MC Pump holding it down 2026. Super pipe action all the time. I mean, I'm blessed and always encouraged by these kids out here representing and putting it down. I hope you're excited about everything you're seeing and want to become a part of this great association. Don't make them reach out to you. Reach out to them, USASA Nationals. A great place to invest, as you've seen and heard from many of the riders, the athletes, the families, the volunteers. You've heard from Vendor Village.